In the shadows of the U.S. housing market, a complex and mostly invisible operation is underway involving key financial entities like Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. These government-sponsored enterprises have exercised a great deal of control over the U.S. housing market since they were taken over by a federal government conservatorship in 2008. Today, we are going to reveal the secretive backroom directives that they have developed to trade foreclosure properties off of the open market, and how it relates to the economic downturn we are currently experiencing. This is Real Estate Rundown. Here we go. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae control over 70% of the U.S. mortgage market. They don't want you to know that in recent years, they have seen an alarming rate of mortgage delinquencies.
Mainstream media reports the economy is doing great, the housing market is strong, and jobs have never been better. Well, why aren't they reporting the fact that over 1 million households would be on the street if not for mortgage forbearance and loan modifications, where still thousands of households across America are not able to pay their mortgage payments?
There was a time when such a situation would lead to a large number of foreclosures entering the market. However, instead of allowing these homes to be foreclosed upon and sold, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae have implemented a strategy that utilizes taxpayer-funded government programs to subsidize the mortgages that are in default. This secretive strategy not only affects the visibility and availability of housing, but has broader implications for home ownership and market stability. If a homeowner falls behind on mortgage payments, they can contact their mortgage company and often work out a forbearance or loan modification plan. These are temporary arrangements to help get payments back on track in the event of hardship. Terms are generally more favorable to the mortgage company rather than the homeowner, and it's certain that the file gets flagged as a default or delinquent account. Once these mortgages are temporarily stabilized, they are bundled together into packages with hundreds or thousands of other delinquent loans. These packages are then sold off to specialized servicing companies and private equity firms.
Fannie Mae is selling pools of non-performing loans and what's called reperforming loans to investor groups who probably can't wait to own a large percentage of these homes where they purchased mortgages on for 35 to 50 cents on the dollar to what real estate brokers say the properties are actually worth.
This process of selling non-performing and reperforming loans has been a routine practice for several years. For example, in one notable instance, Fannie Mae announced the sale of 4,874 loans with a combined debt value of approximately $859 million. These loans had entered pre-foreclosure but were brought back to current status predominantly through subsidy programs and forbearance options. These packages are attractive to corporate investors and Wall Street-backed real estate investment trusts, and here's why.
And now, by selling these loans in bundles for less than the unpaid balance, there is a possibility that many of these homeowners will actually still experience foreclosure, and that a percentage of these homes will end up in the hands of for-rent corporations instead of being purchased by those wanting to occupy the homes.
So, this backdoor process of trading assets is just a matter of acquiring them in bulk and working out the details later, because many of these loans will eventually go back into default, and that's when the investors will follow through with the foreclosure process. That's when they take control of the asset and send it to their rental portfolios, and they will never see the light of day on the open market, except when they are made available for rent. This strategy has significant implications for the housing market in general. By keeping these foreclosed properties off the open market, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae are able to maintain a friendly public persona, as they are not perceived as the big bad foreclosure monster. Moreover, this effectively helps keep housing inventory low, which in turn keeps home prices artificially high. A big problem is that this manipulation contributes to the ongoing crisis of housing affordability, as fewer homes are available for purchase, driving up prices and placing home ownership out of reach for many Americans. As you can see, the rules of this game are designed to the advantage of those at the top of the housing food chain, and are very cost prohibitive to small investors or first-time buyers that may be looking for a cheap fixer-upper. All this is happening while middle-class economic conditions continue to decline. And we are seeing new regulations and initiatives emerging, ostensibly designed to mitigate the impacts of these market manipulations, but often serving to further complicate the housing crisis. One such initiative is seen in the city of Sedona, Arizona, which has launched a Safe Place to Park program. This program is a direct response to the growing issue of housing affordability and homelessness, exacerbated by the manipulated scarcity of affordable homes. It allows individuals affected by the housing affordability crisis to legally sleep in their vehicles within city limits. The program offers 40 designated parking spots equipped with essential amenities like showers, bathrooms, and trash disposal, funded by taxpayer dollars and set to run from 2024 to 2026. Participants in the program are required to engage with social services to work towards securing permanent housing. Although the specifics of how these engagements are monitored or enforced remain vague. The introduction of such programs is a stark indicator of how deeply the housing affordability crisis is affecting American communities, prompting cities to take unusual measures to provide basic necessities to their residents. The strategy employed by Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae goes beyond mere market manipulation. It represents a significant transfer of wealth and power to a select group of financial elites. Private equity firms and corporate real estate investment companies, often backed by Wall Street, benefit immensely from this arrangement. They acquire properties at significant discounts when the original homeowners fail to maintain their mortgage payments, even after attempting to stabilize their situation through government-funded programs. Through diligent portfolio management and a proper foreclosure process, these firms are poised to take ownership of the properties, which they can add to their rental portfolios, rather than reintroducing them to the open market, further exacerbating the issue of limited housing inventory. To the same extent, these transactions fuel a cycle of unaffordability and homelessness, with more individuals unable to secure stable housing, leading to a reliance on programs like those seen in Sedona. The manipulation of the housing market through such financial engineering has profound implications, affecting not just the economic landscape, but also the very fabric of American society. As this web of housing market manipulations continues to unfold, it is more important than ever for the public to understand the forces at play. Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae have not been able to escape conservatorship in 16 years, and the federal government continues to benefit from the tremendous money and power that goes along with it. For crying out loud, even Britney Spears was able to get out of conservatorship. The situation begs for a critical examination and public discourse to explore potential solutions or interventions that can address the root causes of the housing affordability crisis. We encourage you to share your thoughts and engage in this discussion. Do you think that this is all part of a bigger plan? Is there anything that can be done to level the playing field? Your engagement and feedback are appreciated as we try to understand these complex issues together. Thank you for supporting this channel and being part of the conversation. This is Real Estate Rundown. Please join us again soon.